You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Shauna Bannon takes on Puja Tomar this Saturday at UFC Fight Night London, England. And I'm not sure how I feel about this fight. This is a very close fight. I feel like it could go either way. Shauna Bannon came into the UFC with a lot of hype. Undefeated fighter, 5-0, ran into Bruna Brazil, lost that fight by pretty clear unanimous decision, and then followed that up with a split decision win over Alice Ardelian, which you can argue she didn't win that fight. I don't think she won that fight, in all honesty. Tons of hype on her coming out of the Irish scene. World-class kickboxer, world-class jiu-jitsu is what I keep hearing. You know, world champ and this and that. She's got decent stand-up. She's more of a point striker, has kind of that karate bladed stance where she's balancing on one leg, throwing front kicks with the other. Not the best takedown defense, was getting taken down by Alice Ardelian. She does have really good jiu-jitsu from what I could see. Really good, transitions between her submissions, spinning for arm bars, transitioning to triangles. At one time had a triangle to flower sweep to get on top of Alice Ardelian, but then lost it, got put back on her back. Puja Tomar, not the best record, 9-4, but the first, I don't know if it was the Indian female or just the first Indian fighter to get a win in the UFC, but she secured that with her debut win by split decision over Ryan Amanda. I'm gonna have to go with Tomar in this one as the underdog. She had a really good performance against Ryan Amanda. To me, it just comes down to who's throwing with more intention, and that's Puja Tomar. Like, she's southpaw, she's throwing heavy punches, she's looking to damage her opponent. Body kicks, head kicks. I just feel like she's got more finishing potential than Shauna Bannon. Shauna Bannon's more of a point striker on the feet. She's just looking to kind of touch you. She's not really looking to knock you out or hurt you. I don't think she's going to be able to get Puja Tomar to the ground. Just looking at her takedowns, she was trying to do like several judo throws against Alice Ardelian that weren't working. She's getting reversed and put on her back. She got taken down by Bruna Brazil. I think Puja Tomar knows that she doesn't have as good of jiu-jitsu. A lot of her losses are by way of finish on the ground, one by ground and pound against Stamp Fairtex, which I can forgive, but then 3 other submission losses. But those were back in 2018 and before. Since then, since her loss to Fairtex, she's gone on a 5-fight winning streak. And beating Ryan Amanda by split decision, you could argue going both ways in that one, but Ryan Amanda's really good. She was tough. Hit really hard, hit Puja Tomar really hard, didn't even really rock her, didn't really even seem to phase her. So I don't think she's going to need to be afraid of what's coming at her from Shauna Bannon. I think she can get outpointed and outstruck on the feet, but in terms of damage, I think she's going to be landing the more damaging shots, and I don't think she's going to be afraid of what's coming her way from Bannon, the same way that she was against Ryan Amanda, who's kind of pushing her back. I just think she's gonna be able to stand in the pocket a little bit more and push a pace on Bannon and be landing the more damaging blows, and she's gonna be strong enough and good enough to keep it on the feet. I just don't think Bannon's gonna be able to take her down. I don't think she's gonna be able to land the more damaging strikes. I could see her dancing around the cage, landing teep kicks, landing little jump kicks, and the occasional jab or combination, because she is a little, she's somewhat quick. She was landing decent combinations against Ardelian, but I just don't know how good Alice Ardelian is. Ardelian took that fight on 2 weeks' notice at weight class 2 below her. I think she normally fights at 125. She took that fight at 115 on 2 weeks' notice and arguably won the fight. That was her UFC debut. She's not bad herself. Hasn't fought the best competition, but lost her fight after that against Melissa Martinez. So who knows how good Alice Ardelian is. I just got to go with Tomar. I think she's gonna be the one throwing hands, looking to keep it on the feet to land the more damaging strikes against Shauna Bannon. I know she's got a great chin. I don't think she needs to worry about what Bannon's throwing at her. She'll need to worry about the occasional takedown, because I feel like Bannon could catch her on the ground. But in terms of just a strict stand-up war, where I think this is going to be, I think she'll fare pretty well. I am concerned that she's got like a 6-inch reach disadvantage. But again, I feel like she does well to step into the pocket, throw her left hand, right hand combinations, being a southpaw, and I don't think she's gonna have to worry as much with the offense coming her way as she's trying to step into range. Shauna Bannon has a good leg kick, and that's primarily how she uses her length and her range, is just with her kicks. You don't really see her using it a lot with her punches. So I'm gonna go Tomar in this one. She is the underdog. But she's got some decent wins on the regional scene, and again, her losses were either to Fairtex, who's very good over in one championship right now, 11-2. I think she's a champion over there. And her other losses were by submission, but 6-7 years ago. Other than that, she's been on a pretty good winning streak heading into this fight. So tons of momentum on her side. Fighting out of India, Shauna Bannon, a lot of pressure fighting in Ireland, somewhat fighting out of Ireland, fighting in England in this card, somewhat on a home turf, a lot of pressure on her to perform. So I'm going to go Puja Tomar. Shauna Bannon is a -185 favorite to Puja Tomar plus 155. So I like Tomar in this one. I think that she could finish Shauna Bannon on the feet, and if not, outpoint or land the more damaging shots and get a decision. Thanks.